Coming in hot.
Live, Donnie. Nate Christensen here.
Nate Christensen here, loud and proud in Rampage, Colorado, where it's chilly, but not Detroit chilly. Thunderbirds will be facing off in the first game on the weekend of 2 games against Rampage.
Donnie got a big weekend here, obviously coming off of a super successful weekend in Detroit, going 4-0. Boys playing good hockey, coming back to the hometown state, Colorado, and going to get it after it for a 2-game set for this Rampage. But I know you got over here a little bit early, but currently a whiteout blizzard outside. So get ready for that drive home.
It was coming down just a little bit on my way back here, as it does here in Monument. Good thing we're on the north side of town and hopefully across what they might consider shutting down roads. Nonetheless, we got to get geared up for tomorrow, because tomorrow's a big day in so many ways.
Big day for sure tomorrow. Obviously, we got to take care of business today. But tomorrow, 1 o'clock p.m., big Broncos game. Obviously, we got a little tailgate going on pre-game before the boys take on Rampage. But AFC Championship doesn't get much bigger than that other than the Super Bowl, Donnie.
We've got to giddy up and steady up tomorrow. I'll take those odds with Stidham and Peyton with no scouting report against New England. I feel like if it's a ball possession game, Denver gives themselves a chance with their defense.
I agree, Donnie. Just like us, the defense is the key, and it all starts from there. If the defense is rolling, we're able to finish. We can do good things, just like the T-Birds today, Donnie.
You talked about the consistency last week. Coach Ryan laid out some stats, which are all based on the controllables, right? Mm-hmm. We talk about it. You talk about it all the time with the back check, forecheck, paycheck. But taking care of net front, not letting guys behind us, moving the puck, on and off the puck, good things happen.
Forecheck, back check, paycheck, but key last week, all those things led to 1 goal against versus, what do we have, 17, 18 on the weekend? I'll take that all weekend over 4 games, Donnie. 1 goal against. So between the heights, Ethan and Hunter were solid, and even defensively in front of them were even better. Blocking shots, taking care of puck, taking care of the lanes, etc. Solid hockey all around.
You know, I used to say it all the time with my 8U goalies when I was coaching. I'm like, you got to be a brick house, old school, take back to the throwback. We're looking for that today, but as a team.
I agree, Donnie. Well, let's get to this one today. So Rampage was 3rd matchup of the year against Rampage?
3rd matchup.
3-0 so far, but they've given us a couple tough tests. These teams are obviously familiar with each other. They've played against each other for a long time, and I know Rampage coming off what was a successful weekend in Detroit for them. I don't know where their record ended up, but I know they at least had 2 wins. We caught the tail end of, so I'm sure they're coming in here with us target on our back and ready to roll.
Everybody's coming with the target. Our job is to take the punch on the chin.
Should the tip come with it? No? Oh, it's just 2-0.
Yeah. Just over 1 minute here left in the warm-ups. Not sure who we're going to be seeing between the pipes tonight. If they're
Big E-Train.
Big E-Train. E-Train is going to be bringing the pain in the crease between the pipes. Big 3-0.
Donnie, 3 goose eggs in a row for these T-Birds goalies, and we're looking for number 4 tonight. But big Saturday night, 3:45 tilt. That's a 3-for-1 game, right?
It's a 3-for-1. 3-for-1s all night. This is Saturday, Matter Day. It's cold. Some of us wish we were snuggled in. We're snuggled in with the hockey game right now, so you snuggle in with your drink in hand.
I'm not going to lie, Donnie. It's great to be here. Obviously, a good little pre-game action, but you put me on the couch at home. You know, wouldn't be too bad with a nice little pop top cooler, getting ready for some unfair face-offs. I'm sure Haley's sitting poolside, got his cigar and his scotch at home, dialed in, ready for a couple unfair face-offs coming his way.
All the aunts, uncles, cousins, grandmas, grandpas, sisters, moms, dads, stand up, be loud and proud, because we're about ready to head into puck drop.
Worldwide broadcast. Everybody tuning in today. Mr. Buffalo Bill himself in the building. Had a good conversation about the Broncos putting little BTA on his Bills last weekend, but he's converting back to a Broncos fan tomorrow.
I hear you.
I know you can hear me, Jay.
What do you hear, sir?
Are you two Bills fans? Next year.
Always next year.
Always next year.
Always next year. Sounds like he's from Detroit, but he's from Buffalo.
Big Phillip Rivers fan. He's hoping Phillip Rivers is his next head coach. So
there is your breakdown. We'll see Coach Booz and Coach Ryan on the bench in the penalty box. Looks like we have Lyndon Burns and Connor Speaks, who was chomping at the bit to get on the ice. He's been looking good in practice and can't wait to call his name in live game action.
I agree. Big Spinksy out there practicing this week, patrolling on the ice. Coach Booz putting some work in him. I know he was getting some shots, etc., but excited to see him back rolling. And Lyndon out with a LBI, lower body injury so far, but talked to his pops before the game. Seems like, it's going to be rest through the weekend, get ready for state playoffs that are right ahead of us, Donnie.
There you go. We're missing JD, Jackson Dyers with the 16s in Omaha. We see Blake and Jack on the backside. We got Miller, Sammy, and Parker up front to start us off. Puck's down. Rampage has it, turns and fires and in deep. E-Train comes out to stop it. Blake sweeps through. Has it up to Miller. Miller punches it to Parker, trying to bump pass. Rampage turns, dumps it right back in, and Blake picks that up. Blake chips it up the boards. Rampage able to hold it, has a seam, got back checked on net, and E-Train saves that for the first save of the game and a defensive zone faceoff.
One shot, one save, Donnie, what you love to see, but nice little play there by Rampage, coming off of the board, getting a nice little shot. Tried to get a little blocker up front, but Big E-Train corralled that one in.
Miller wins it back. Jack punches it back behind the net. Goes all the way through. Parker's there trying to chip it forward. Chips it to Mills. Mills trying to slide it through to Sammy into the zone. Rampage has it. Turns, fires it up and out of the zone. Miller fires it right back in. We are clear and can go forecheck. Rampage back behind the net, sends it up. Good stick by Blake initially. Rampage is able to chip it up and through, loses an edge. Rampage to the outside, got shut down by Mark, who's now on the backside. Rampage takes it back in the net, looking for a wraparound. Save, comes out. Mark picks it up. He's got zone exit, turn, chips it in deep. That's going to be an icing.
Old 2-7 was coming in with a head of steam, flipped that one just a little bit before the red line, but sneaky little shot came in there from the just outside of the dot there, and Ethan able to get a toe on that one to keep that one out of the net. So
Irvin, Trev, Landon up front, Daschel, and it looks like Mark on the backside. Landon in for the draw. Pucks one back. Rampage has it, just turns and opts to fire it in deep. Irvin's going to the corner. Tried to bump it up to Landon. It's not out of the zone. Rampage holds it, got deflected up and on net. Gloves it and freezes it. We got to kick it in gear. It looks like we're in neutral, just kind of coasting right now. We need to wake up right now.
Got this thing in 4 low first gear and just letting the clutch ride on that one, Donnie.
Landon back in for the draw. Same 5 guys. It's one back. Linden pokes it forward, but Rampage has it. Turns and fires it into the corner. Daschel from back behind the net. Fires it up to Irv. Irv bunts past to Trev. Trev has his own entry to the outside. Trev fires it on net all the way through, up and out and down. That will not be icing. E-Train comes out to settle it. Landon has it back behind the net. Comes out. Got sandwiched. Turns it over. Backhand shot on net. Saved by E-Train. Mark has it. Reverses the backside of the net. Landon's there. Landon slides it over to Mark. Mark up the outside here. Mark's going to get zone entry. Slides it over to Irvin. Irvin's looking for space. Irvin over to Mark. Mark shot fired, saved, and frozen. And there we go. We're starting to click a little bit. Nice little puck movement with the shot there.
Push that clutch in. Move it into second gear, Donnie. Time to go now.
Blake and Connor Hilly on the backside. We've got Garrett Keaton and Liam on up front. Garrett in for the draw. Puck's down. It's 1 forward. Rampage sends it up the half board. They chip it up and through. Connor Hilly at the good angle. Connor Hilly up against the board. Rampage comes in, initially holds it, turns, fire. It's blocked away by Blake, but Rampage steps to hold it. Again, we're doing a little bit of puck washing. Connor Hilly rims it. Rampage able to hold it momentarily, but out of the zone. They have the over in the neutral zone, trying to chip it up and through. Blake picks that up, sends it back behind the net, has Connor Hilly. Connor Hilly with the hard up. Had Liam off the skate. Rampage has it, turn shot fire, puck's loose out front. Saved. Again, we're doing a little puck washing. Puck's out of the zone. We're looking for changes. Rampage gains the line, slides it in. Connor Hilly back behind the net, has it, trying to get it over to Miller, just lost it. Miller punches it up to Parker. Parker got stick checked. Rampage turns, shot blocked by Connor Hilly. Turn shot fired up and over the net. Parker sends it back behind the net. That's Connor Hilly. Connor Hilly reverses the side of the ice, has Parker. Parker bump past to Miller. Miller trying to leave it for Blake. Sammy picks it up, has zone entry. Daschle now on the backside. Rampage trying to come up the outside. Comes through. Daschle off the seam. Sammy picks it up. Got checked. Puck comes. Daschle has it. Daschle gets through two. Turn shot. Fire goal!
My goodness. Donnie, that was a thing of beauty. Is he had a great angle on that one as Daschle sidestepped 2-3 Rampage players as he dangled through that one and just went bar down top corner for an absolute beautiful goal, Donnie. You love to see that, huh?
It was a little muckety-muck, but then we got this time and space and did what we do. 1-0, good guys. Sammy, Miller, Parker back on the face-off. Sammy tries to punch it forward. Gets it back, punches it in. Rampage trying to chip it out. Miller holds his own. Miller playing out of the corner. Parker's going to pick that up. Parker got checked into the corner. He's working from his legs. Rampage up the half boards. Daschle has it. Slides over up. Rampage player. Turn and fire it back in by Mark. Parker in hard on the forecheck. Rampage goalie comes out to play it. Slides it to the middle. They have zone exit. Good job by Landon. Landon has zone entry, but then got stick check. Gets it right back. Landon got taken down, no call. Parker comes in. Parker's working hard out of the corner. Has the back of the net. Parker leaves it for Landon. Landon sides it through. We have Mark and Jack on the backside. Mark turns out fired up and over the net. Jack steps to hold. Was looking for someone coming up the middle, but Parker's looking for a change, so Mark has it. Mark sends it up to Jack. Jack got stick checked, stays with it, slides it through to Irv. Irv off the skate, slide it through to, wow, Trevor. Trevor got a little forearm shiver from behind, no call. Rampage has out of the zone. Blake picks it up, backside, wide open, but Jack steps to shut that down. Trevor has it. Trevor's going to get zone entry. Trevor toe-drag shot, got stick checked. Landon pokes it forward. Still working there. Rampage clears his own, and they're behind us 2-on-1. Blake comes over. Good job by E-Train. Shuts that down to the wide corner. Oh! Backside coverage. We're floating. We got to play defense first, and we give up a goal to allow them to tie the game.
Donnie, we got a little lost in the defensive zone on that one as puck came across. Obviously, got the initial one on that 2-on-1, came through. He lost the puck up front, went into the corner, and then they played it off the boards right up to the front. Just a 1-2 top corner. No chance for even on that one, but we just lost all responsibility on that.
Defense first. we give them hope when we don't play that. We got to pick that up here heading into states. Rampage wins the face-off. They have zone entry. Mark working back behind the net, tries to reverse it, goes up and out of play, so that'll be a defensive zone face-off.
Don, we've seen this forecheck from Rampage giving us some fits there, and it came out again and cost us a goal.
Garrett Key and Liam. Pucks one up. Rampage has it. Shot blocked by Mark. Rampage turns, fires it back behind the net. Rampage turns, fires it back around. Mark sticking with it. Rampage turn and shot fired, but taking care of net front is Keaton, saying this is my space and Ethan's space. Get out of town.
We saw it all last weekend. Did a great job net front, not allowing second opportunities or guys to get sticks on pucks up front. And keep doing what he does right up front, just saying, get out of my house.
Puck one back. Keaton comes out with it, got stick check. Got some steps through. Clears the puck and the guy. Mark has it, sends it up the opposite boards, but Rampage steps to hold his own, sends it again back behind the net. Pick it up off the hash, sends it deep. Garrett coming through, punches it forward, has Liam. Liam cross pass has Keaton. We're out of the zone. Keaton's going to get zone entry. Slides it through looking for Mark. Mark out of the corner. Turn it over up to the middle. Keaton almost able to hold it. Turns, fires it right back in. Miller in, finds the forecheck. Rampage again looking to stretch, but they take an icing. Offensive zone face-off.
Looking to stretch and miss that one by about 7 feet, which is what I hope Drake May's doing all day tomorrow, Donnie.
That's honestly where they got 2 of their 3 goals, I think, last time we played them, was looking for those stretch passes to get behind us. Jack and Connor Hilly on the backside. Sammy, Parker, Miller. Their face-off. Triple, dipple, sipples.
I like that.
Miller back in. Parker comes through battling, slides it through to net front. Sammy's there, got stick check. Puck comes up, Connor Hilly holds. Connor Hilly gets it to Sammy. Sammy turns off the hash, slides it down to Miller, looking for some give and go. Miller taking time, has space behind the net, sends it up to Jack. Jack right back to Miller, chips it deep. Connor Hilly working there. Rampage tried to chip it up out. Jack holds it. Miller chips it back to Jack. Jack over to Connor. Connor has time and space. Ooh, deflected through and on net. Puck's loose. Puck's still loose. Now we have a whistle for an offensive zone faceoff, and that's the beginning of something good.
Donnie, that was some beautiful puck movement. Obviously working the little 2-man game over here in the corner with Jack and Maida, etc., but great little shot by Hilly. Threw that one on net. I think got tipped once or twice, and good save by the Rampage goalie, but that's what we want to see the rest of the game.
Dashel and Mark on the backside. Landon, Irvin, Trevor. Puck is not clear. Mark's able to stick and hold his own. Has it to Landon. Landon's around one. Has it to Trev. Trev turns shot fired. Off a goalie mask. Saved out to the corner. Trevor's holding it with Irvin. Puck's able to be cleared. Mark has it, though. Mark off the half board. Rampage turns and fires it in deep. Dashel from back behind the net. Reverses to Mark. Mark cross pass was looking for Trevor. Turnover. Shot on net deflected wide by Dashel. Thank the good Lord. Puck sent in off the hash. Rampage there. Turn shot. Bodies in front. Mark comes out with it. Mark has time and space. Turns, fires it in on net. Big puck save out to the corner. Dashel has a turn shot fired. Blocked off a belly. Irvin almost got that right on the stick. Landon now has it. Rampage sends it cross ice, up and out. Dashel back on retrieval. Rampage is looking for time and space. Dashel slides it up to Landon. Landon easy to Blake. Blake has zone entry with Keaton. Keaton turn shot fired, saved out to the hash. Trevor steps to hold the zone. Trevor's working there, trying to get around one. Landon comes in to support, slides it to net front. Puck still loose there. Rampage sweeps through, picks it up. They skate zone. Send it in. Blake stops that, has it right out. Has Keaton with speed. Keaton, just lost an edge or got tripped, but no call. Rampage up the outside, and that's going to be an icing and an offensive zone faceoff.
Welcome our stats guy, Graham Burns, back, who is not impartial. Did not think it was a trip, but I thought it was a trip, Dom.
Okay, yeah, we can think what we want, we can see what we want, and call what we want. That's how we roll.
Everybody's entitled to their opinions around here.
This is our show. Puck's down. Rampage out of the corner. Liam, Garrett working there. Garrett trying to slide it to the front. Liam picks it up, cycles it right back down to Garrett. Garrett up high to Blake. Blake turn shot, fire, got deflected wide to the opposite hash. Jack steps to hold. Garrett picks it up there. Garrett and Liam working again there. Liam comes out there, slides it to Sammy. Sammy turn shot, fire, blocked wide. Blake steps to hold the zone. Does momentarily, comes out, and then Liam loses it. Rampage gets zone entry, shot wide of the net. Garrett's there. Again, turnover right in front. Jack sticks with it, punches it forward. Rampage sends it back in deep. Sends it high, right back to the hash. Tried a little chip through. Sammy's there, chips it up. Liam has it. That's going to be an icing. No icing. Rampage chips it up and out. Connor Hilly now on the backside with Dashel, but Rampage ices it, so that'll be an offensive zone face-off. We'll see Dashel and Connor Hilly on the backside. Up front, we have Trevor, Landon, and Irvin. And it's about time for the Pride to get its stride.
Shortest drive he'll have all year, Donnie, and it's time for the Pride of Colorado Springs to cash in.
Puck's one forward. Trevor's coming through. Sends it up to the hash. Landon chips it up to Dashel. Dashel turns shot, fire. Lake pass save, loose out front. Rampage sweeps through, though. Bumps it up the outside. They gain zone entry. Backside. Ooh. And we got to watch that behind us again. That was a good pass, wide open shot, and E-Train shut that down.
Yeah, great little stretch pass. Got behind us on that one, and good save there by Ethan, keeping him out of the net, keeping us 1-1. But we got to keep an eye on that one, Donnie.
Puck's in, skates, comes out. Dashel has it back by the net, bumps it up to the half boards. Trev bumps it out, has Irvin coming through, looking for space. Turn, shot fired, good shot, cross pass. Rampage comes through. Connor Hilly stepping to hold. Puck comes out. Trevor helping out. Irvin ships it down low. It's to Trev. Trev backhander. Puck's loose. Landon working there with Irv. Irv cycles it back down behind the net. Has Landon working out of the corner. Landon slides it over to Blake. Blake 1T. Shot blocked. Back to Irv. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We call it ask and you shall receive.
Donnie, the Pride of Colorado Springs. I know he's got a big contingent here as they just had a short drive up the road from the Springs to Monument, but cashes in on an absolute beauty of a backhand. 2-1 good guys.
2-1 good guys. Lots of hard work there out of the corner holding the zone. Slinging the puck around like nobody knows. 2-1.
Oh, they know, Donnie.
Miller, Parker, Sammy, Blake, and Jack. Miller in for the draw. Puck's one back. Sammy had it. Tried to slide it to Jack. Missed. Jack punches it forward. It's out of the zone. Miller's got it. We got a 2-on-1 here. Miller gets zone entry. Tried to slide it through for Sammy. Just missed. Rampage up the other way. Is able to get it in deep. Blake's working back on retrieval. Chips it forward, but Rampage holds it on the hash. Rampage again working out of the corner. Miller and Blake there. Puck comes out. Sammy's got Parker. Parker's going to get zone entry with Sammy going hard. Parker, oh, good try. Was looking for a pass back to Sammy through. Got all the way to the corner. Blake picks that up. He's working there. Blake has the back of the net. On net. Parker backhand working hard there. Now we have a freeze, which will create an offensive zone face-off.
Yeah, Big Peeps just in there working, grinding, but good save keeping him out of the net on that one. Has had a couple chops at the bit there.
Miller back in for the face-off. It's one back. Parker loses it, but gets it right back, fires it back in. Rampage picks it up back behind the net, trying to come up the outside, but pressure's on. Comes up. Blake holds the line, turns shot, rising shot up and over the net to the opposite hat. Miller picks it up, gets it to Jack, tipped on net by Rampage, but they get it right back, trying to clear it. They do, just barely. Sammy was on the spot, and if that holds, we got a 2-on-1 back to the net.
One in a row, Donnie. I got to agree with him on that one, but forecheck's starting to heat up for the Birds.
Garrett, Liam, Keaton come back on up front. We have Mark and Dashel on the backside. Garrett in for the face-off. Puck is down. Rampage comes out with it. They have the over. They send it up the opposite side, try to bunch it to middle. Good stick initially. They're way offside, and that's going to be a neutral zone face-off. Garrett will step right back in. Puck's punched back. Dashel has it, has the over to Mark. Mark has the up to Liam. Liam's going to get zone entry, ships it through. He's going into the corner to go to work. Rampage trying to pick it up there. Keaton slides it back as Garrett. Liam now picks it back up. Cycle.
I think they're going to take them both here, Donnie, as he kept coming back for more as Keaton was on the ground and Keaton trying to get him off of him. But I agree. Take them both here as both at fault.
And obviously didn't see what was going on with there, so I was focused on the play back behind the corner, but there was some entertainment down here in the corner.
Donnie, that's why I'm here. You know, you keep covering the puck. I'll keep watching the greasy things in the corner, all right?
Landon, Irvin, Trevor come on up front. Dashel and Mark remain on the backside. Landon in for the face-off. Puck's one back. Irvin has a turn, shot blocked. Rampage picks it up. They have zone cleared. Looking to get zone entry. Gets skated to the hash. Dashel angles his guy off. Allows Landon to come through to pick it up. Landon has the back of the net. Landon was thinking about his stretch pass. He has Trevor. Trevor spinning out, slides it to the opposite side, has Dashel. Dashel turns up the ball shot, up and over the net, too much toe. Trev has it to Irv. Irv right back to Trev, working in the corner. Trev got stick check. Rampage off the hash. Punches it forward, just slips by Mark. Mark's working hard to get back there. Mark has it over hard. Trevor, a little bump past Irv, coming through with speed. Irv in a 4-on-1, got angled off. Battles through. Oh my golly, and how did that not go in? Irv found Trevor.
Donnie, I believe that
Landon.
Far post bounced straight back into the goalie pads, but if you would have asked me that coming off of his stick, I would have said 100% chance that's going in as a goal. We had him beat low, but I think it went back post.
Wow.
Came out, sat right underneath the goalie.
That was a pretty passing play. Irv, Landon, and Trevor there.
Thing of beauty.
Sammy Miller Parker. Rampage trying to send it back behind the net. They do it again. Try to send it up. We got Blake and Connor Hilly on the backside. Miller trying to hold the boards. Battling from his booty. He's getting cross-checked on the ice. No call. Blake punches it to Miller. Miller slides it backside. Rampage has it up and out.
Oh, my goodness gracious. The softest call I've ever seen in my life, Donnie, just occurred. Connor Hilly getting taken to the box for being mean.
I totally missed it, but what they call?
2 minutes for roughing, Donnie, but I'm going to call it 2 minutes for being mean as puck was off his stick and there's maybe a second delay, and Connor gave him a little piece of his elbow right to the chest, and I don't like the call.
Well, we'll go on the penalty kill here for 2 minutes.
2 minutes for pushing from Graham. No
Blake
pushing
and
at
Jack
Triple A.
start with Miller and Sammy. They're going to say that went out of play. It looked like it hit the board to me. Another defensive zone face-off.
No fishnet on that one, but -2 in a row.
-2 in a row. If we get to 3,
It's
the next time we have an unfair face-off, you're going to have to drink 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Puck's down. Rampage has it. Turn, fire it back behind the net. Jack goes there. Again, reverses the side of the ice. Rampage working off the hash. Good stick by Sammy. Punch forward to Miller. We have a 2-on-1. Miller to Sammy. Missed the through pass. Rampage being forced to regroup here in their defensive zone. They come out. They're going to get zone entry. Send it to the opposite hash. Try to send it in deep. Send it up the middle and out, all on their own. We're looking for fresh legs. Rampage gains the line, turns, fires it in, and Blake's there. Bouncing puck, it's not out. Still sitting there right here in the middle of the ice, backside, missed that pass. They clear it again all on their own. Dashing on the backside with Mark, we have Trevor and Irvin on. Rampage up the outside, little bump pass. They're going to get zone entry. Look into the outside, take the back of the net. Gatchel turns, fires it up and out of the zone. Trevor's in hard on the forecheck here. Rampage back behind the net. Trevor with a good job forces them to reverse. Rampage trying to come up the outside. They gain the line. They get zone entry. Try to send it to the hash, but good sticks and lanes. Gatchel and Landon working there. Gatchel's able to clear it up and out again. That's going to all but do it. Rampage has 5 seconds. Again, up the outside. Turns, dumps it in deep. Mark's going to get that. Mark from back behind the net reverses to Dassel. Dassel had Landon up the front, leaves it for Miller. Miller's going to get zone entry, has Sammy. Sammy back to Miller. Missed. Puck went all the way through. It's Sammy's shot. Rampage cross-ice pass. Rampage shot wide of the net. Puck back behind the net. Jack sends it up to the hash. Rampage player got launched by Miller. Landon comes out with it. Landon gets around one. We have a 4-on-1. Landon has zone entry. Turn shot blocked. Daschel back behind the net. Daschel to Sammy. Sammy turn shot fired up and over the net. Opposite hash. Rampage has it there. Cycles up to the hash. Poked up high. It's out of the zone. So that'll be a neutral zone face-off.
Donnie MPJ is going to be clipping that one and putting it on the social media channels. Has laid the absolute wood over here in the corner, Donnie.
I believe the question was, how big a boy are you?
Yeah.
And there was no answer other than deliverance.
Unfair face-off there, Donnie, but I'm sure his dad, a football coach, was pretty proud of that hit.
3 by 3 is 9. Rampage comes out with it up the outside. Blake Steps has it. Gets zone entry. Garrett punches it to Keaton. Keaton around one. Got stick check. Gets it right back, though. Cycles it up. The half-board's looking for Garrett. But Rampage again gets behind the stretch. Offsides. And that's what they do. We got to be paying attention to that. One guy has to be pivoting back.
Slipped him out. I thought it was good too, Donnie, but 1 in a row for them. Refs make a great call on that one.
1.9 seconds left here. Only Garrett's got to put this one on net. Everything toward the net. Rampage falls on it.
Donnie, they did a much better job than, I can't remember the game in Detroit who we were playing, but we got 2 great looks with 5.6 seconds left on 2 straight face-offs. And Rampage did a little better job on coverage there, but end of the first period, 2-1 good guys shots. 13-8 favor of Tbirds.
That would have been Ohio.
Ohio.
Ohio. We had lots of O's in that game.
Yes, we did, Donnie. Donnie, I tried to check in, see if the viewers at home can see us, but I don't even have service to get out to the network out there. So I don't know if the snow's knocking out cell towers or what, but
Interesting.
I hope everybody's able to tune in and see this game live
If you can tune
from
in
the
and
comfort of their living rooms.
ping Graham or Nate, let us know. But otherwise, it'll be recorded and loaded up for you to watch later. I'm on Wi-Fi. Teams will switch sides of the ice here. We do have a friend now, foe in net on the other side. Mountain Man, Maddox wants come to the ice for your T-Birds here. We've got Dashel, Mark, Miller, Parker, and Sammy. Miller in for the draw. Pucks one back to Mark. Mark slides it forward. Parker backhands it up. Miller's working here with Mark. Parker with a good stick. Puck deep into the Rampage zone. They're trying to come up the outside. Miller is able to hold it. Slides it in deep. Sammy's going to dig. Has the back of the net. Sammy's looking for space. Cycles it to the middle. Rampage comes through. Shuts that down. They chip it up the middle. Mark's back. Mark from back behind the net. Reverses the backside of the net. Dashel comes out back behind the net. Hard pass. Rampage touches it. Garrett has it. Garrett looking for net front. Rampage off a skate. Slid through. Sammy's still there. Garrett tried to slide it through to Sammy. Parker's going to defend. Rampage ships it up and through. Mark punches it forward as Blake's now on. Keaton comes on. Good stick by Blake or Mark. Keaton trying to clear it. Can't, but Blake steps. Blake's going to have his own entry to the outside. Blake takes the back of the net. He's got Connor Healy on with him. Blake has Keaton. Keaton turns out fired. Blocks to the dot. Rampage able to clear it up and through. Connor Healy back defending. Connor Healy with good body angle. Allows Keaton to come through. Keaton slides it up. Garrett punches it to Blake, who's coming through with speed. Turn shot fired off the post and out. That's too hard post and out. Puck's in on net. Chipped on there by Liam. Rampage bodies each other off. Rampage now has his own entry. Turns and fires it in deep. Connor Hilly's working to get there. Sends it hard up the boards. Liam's there. Irvin now on. He's got Landon going with him. Irvin cuts back. Loses it. Sticks with it. Has Dashel. Dashel turn shot fired. Saved out to the corner. Irvin with an angle and a body, but Rampage has it. Sends it through, but Irvin sticks with it. Rampage still has it. Sends it up and out and down. That'll be an icing. And an offensive zone faceoff.
Man, another post as Blake came down the ice a minute or so ago, and absolute ripper was maybe inch off the ground and just buzzing through. Caught that back bar again, but a couple good opportunities here from the Birds, and hopefully we can open this one up, Donnie, with 14:46 left in the second.
We are due. Irvin, Trevor, Landon. Trevor comes through with it, has the back of the net. Sends it up high to Mark. Mark turns shot fired right into the belly and frozen.
Yeah, Donnie, that might have got him a little low on that one, which you hate to see that, but good shot from the point there. And
who's there? That's coming in from the peanut gallery. Nobody bothered to ring the doorbell before entering there, apparently. Just hoping for the best here. And he's up. Appears to be okay. Attaboy. Couple of deep breaths. Looks to be no worse for the wary.
Donnie, we've all felt those before. Whew.
Landon will step back in for this draw. Landon has it, chips it over to Mark. Mark sends it deep. Trevor's going to go there. Rampage trying to reverse the side of the ice. Mark steps, fires it back down there in the corner. Landon working out of the corner. Landon slides through the middle, gets all the way through. Dashel has it. Turn shot, had Trevor on the backside. Gets all the way through. Landon working again off the hash. Bumps it through to Irvin. Irvin got stick check. Puck's out of the zone. Mark picks it up, turns and chips it forward. Puck sent to the middle. Irvin has it, got stick check. Mark picks it up, hard off the boards, has Trevor. Trevor's got his own entry. Was trying to slide it back to Irvin, lost it. Landon's working back here in the corner. Rampage sends it to the middle. Slides it forward. Dashel has it. Dashel chip was looking to get it up to Landon. Dashel with the hard hit here up against the boards. Slides it over to Liam, just missed. Irvin chips it forward, up and out of play. That'll be a neutral zone face-off. And talk about some wood.
Definitely Dashel laying the wood there. Irv catching a little wood himself on the far side there, but intensity starting to pick up as these two teams start to settle into this game.
Blake and Connor Hilly, Parker, Miller, Sammy. Rampage off the face-off, has the line, turns, fires it in deep. E-Train came out to try and settle it. Connor Hilly gets it, trying to poke it forward, but Rampage is working there, has it high, turn, shot wide of the net, bouncing puck. Thunderbirds are going to be going on the power play. Blake has it, sends it across to Miller. Miller's going to get his own entry. Looking to get this thing set up, slides around one, and that'll do it. We're going to be going on a power play here for 2 minutes.
Nice stick. I didn't catch it down there, Donnie. We'd have to watch the replay, but I'll take it. 1 in a row.
1 in a row. Irvin, Landon, Miller, Trevor, Dashel. Let's get in our legs and go attack this one pronto. Landon in for the draw. Trevor comes through with it. Trevor has a high to Dashel. Dashel right back to Landon. Landon has a lane. Shot on net. Frozen.
Good look there as Landon definitely had some windows there, but got that one a little more center mass. I'm sure you'd want that one back as had some opportunities up top.
Here we go again. Irvin has it to Dashel. Dashel has Miller. Miller has Dashel. Dashel back to Miller. Miller has Landon. Got all the way through, though. Landon turns out of it. Creates some space. Has Miller. Miller lost it. Looking for a shot. Shot deflected on net by Trevor. Trevor's getting the business, but again, you know what? We saw him have success there all last weekend.
Yes, we did. We were getting guys to the front of the net, creating a little traffic, some screens on that, and Trevor going to work in front of the net again this weekend, which I love to see.
Miller's going to take this one. Wins it to Landon. Landon to Irvin. Got all the way through. Irvin sends it back behind the net. Has Trevor. Trevor to Landon. Landon to Dashel. Dashel turn shot fired. Stretching glove save by Maddox to hold that out of the back of the net. Another offensive zone faceoff.
Tried to beat him to the far post, Donnie, and almost got him.
I got to say, I'm impressed by boys that can do the splits. This looks painful to me.
Well, Donnie, we're not as limber as we used to be.
Landon back in.
Well, I'm not.
I'm not either. I'm not either. Pucks one forward again. Trevor picks it up, but got stick check. Rampage able to clear up and out. Dashel's going to come back and get this thing settled so we can try and go up with speed. Leaves it for Landon. Landon from back behind the net. He's got outside. He's going to get entry. He does. Has Dashel. Dashel has Miller. Miller shot block to the corner. Miller sticks with it. Miller looking for the seam. Walking. Shot fired. Leg tag save. Turn over to Rampage. Puck cleared. Dashel back from back behind the net. Dashel's looking to come up The outside. Dashiell's going to get zone entry. Landon lost an edge. Puck is cleared up and out of his zone. Landon's working hard to get back. Chips it off of his zone. Miller comes in. Takes a penalty.
No way. Well, Donnie, I thought right on the initial hit they were going to get him for a cross-check in the back on that one, but it looked like he held up, and he didn't even make contact with the board, but 2 minutes for cross-check.
Well, it was a back ref that was on the opposite blue line. The guy right in front of it had no call, so I'm not sure what to think of that one. But nonetheless, we're going to be 4-on-4 for 16 seconds, then we'll go on a kill.
We'll go -1 in a row, Donnie, although Graham behind us disagrees, but it's 2 in a row for him to disagree with us.
Blake mark out. Blake has it. Parker and Sammy. Blake's got speed. Blake gains the outside, slides it across ice. Rampage picks it up. They're looking to stretch again. Rampage coming out of the zone. They are now on a power play. They get entry to the outside. Send it up high. Walking the line. Working off the opposite dot. Shot up and over. It comes right to a stick. Mark's able to clear that up and all the way down, and Rampage regrouping 200 feet. Sammy's all over that. Rampage coming out from back behind the net, right up the middle. Now they skate to the outside looking for space. They gain zone. Good sticks, though. Send it up the hash where they're working, trying to get traffic to net front. Send it back behind the net, comes all the way high. They send it over. Turn shot fired and gobbled up.
Oh, easy.
And Rampage, extra bodies, pushing them in right on top of Ethan.
Yeah, a couple extra shoves there on Mark up front and falls into Ethan, but nice, easy save there for number 30 as wide open lane came in and said, no soup for you, sir.
No soup for you. We see Dashiell and Connor Hilly come on the backside. We have Trevor and Garrett on up front. 1 minute even here in the kill. Garrett's going to go in on the draw. Puck's one, poked out by Dashiell. Trevor's in hard. Is going to, he got hooked. That's right. It's going to be 4-on-4 now for 53 seconds. Then we'll get our own power play back. Excellent hustle there by T-Rev.
Great hustle for sure. I'm sure Mike watching on his shift, saving iguanas on home, is going to be proud of that one, but just outworked him, outskated him down, got hooked. Otherwise, he was going 1-on-0, and you know he's cashing in there.
He's cashing in. So Blake now in. Puck comes to Dashiell. Dashiell over to Irvin. Irvin backside was looking for Landon. Blake has it. Blake has Dashiell up high. Dashiell slides it through to Blake. Blake right back to Dashiell. Dashiell holds it. Puck's out of the zone. Dashiell having to regroup there. Dashiell has Landon on the far side with Irvin's going. Landon has Blake just off the stick. Blake picks it back up, though, gets stick checked. Dashiell steps to hold. Slides it to Blake. Blake cross-ice pass. Rampage has it. Is able to chip it up and out. Bodies. Rampage gets zone entry. Sends it back behind the net. Blake from back behind the net. Has Landon. Landon is working a game zone. Landon has zone. Cross-ice pass. We're now in a power play. Blake slides it down to Miller. Miller slides it back up to Blake. Blake over to Landon. Landon slides it through. Got angle. Puck's loose out front. Now it's frozen.
That was almost real fun there, Donnie, as Landon had a little slipperoo. Slid it right through the defenseman's leg, sidestepped him, and then got there, but unable to get the shot off on that one. Otherwise, he might have gone bananas.
I'm going to give him a slippity-doodah on that one.
Almost is.
So now power play line's on. Puck's one back. Miller's able to hold. Miller's walking the hash. He's going to take the back of the net. Miller stops, looking across ice pass. Irvin off the post and out. Dashel has it right back down to Miller. Miller back to Dashel. Dashel's walking. Dashel has Miller. Miller shot, stick blocked by Rampage. Rampage tries to clear it. Dashel turn shot fired, deflected on net, out to the corner. Miller's going to pick that right back up. Miller has Landon. Landon turn shot fired off the goalie post out, comes high. Dashel has it high. Dashel right back to Miller. There's lots of snow there on the boards. Miller comes out with it, cross pass to Landon. Landon has Irvin. Irvin backhand pass out front. Miller turn shot fired wide. Irvin wide open net. Shot, really good job by Maddox. Comes out 1 second. We're even. Backside, Miller has it. Turn shot deflected wide. Irvin on the back door. Landon off the hash. Landon around one has the back of the net. Slid it up to Miller. Miller missed it. Rampage out there 3-on-1. Dashel defending. Shot fired on E-Train and saved. That'll be a defensive zone face-off.
Donnie, I think they're going to want that one back. 3-on-1 coming here the other way. Dashel did a great job there, but forced him into taking the shot. E-Train says, nope, sorry, but had an opportunity there right before the ice break to tie this thing up, but 2-1 good guys going into the break, Donnie.
2-1 good guys coming into the break. Stay right here. We'll be back looking to tilt this thing more favorably here in the second half. All right, and we are live with friends and family. B. Rook. Boys making their back on the way on the ice here for the second half of this game, Nate. And it's beyond go time.
Beyond go time is right, Donnie. Got a fresh sheet out there. 2-1 good guys, but it's time to open this one up. A couple great opportunities. I think 5 or 6 posts we've hit on this side of things. So got to dial that in, get the puck in the back of the twine, and then let's pack this thing up, get back to the Denver before it gets too bad. Huh?
As long as it stays a 1-goal game, they believe they have a chance. We need to go suck the living will out of them right now.
Donnie, I didn't think I hear suck the living will out of them on this call today, but you surprise me every time. But I don't disagree with you. Just got to keep coming in waves. Got to grab the old bull by the horns here, Donnie, if you know what I mean.
Bull by the horns, and we got to get guys rolling. Boys be coming to the ice. Goalies are in their nets and ready. It looks like coming to the ice we're going to have Parker, Miller, Sammy. On the backside, we're going to have Blake and Jack. Vicky, better door than a window. Vicky. Parker comes out, has zone exit. Chip forward. Good stick by Miller. Rampage pokes it right back in. They get zone. Jack stands them up. Stick block, punched to the side. Player ran right through Ethan again. Ethan shrugs it off. Jack has it opposite side. Sammy trying to chip it out. Chip forward. Rampage gathers. Sends it up and out of the zone. Jack steps to try and send it in. Rampage recovers. Cross pass. Puck into the zone. Blake has that. Blake's going to get zone entry. Has wide. Has Miller going. Turn shot fire loose out front. Puck's loose. Puck's loose and shot on net. Guys digging. And we get a whistle. But good little action net drives there.
Yeah, good drive there by Blake. Puck came loose up front, too. I think we had 1 or 2 swipes at it, and honestly, looked like one hit off the post and fell right on top of the Rampage goalie's glove, Donnie, and the puck luck into the net is not in our favor right now.
Garrett, Keaton, Liam, Mark, and Dashel. Puck one to the middle. Rampage has it. Rampage gets out of his zone. Mark with a good aim comes back, has the back of the net, sends it up the opposite hash. Rampage has it though. Dashel defending back. Good stick to the opposite corner. Rampage sends it back behind the net. It's coming up to the opposite hash. Set up high. Liam pokes it out. He's trying to get through. Got interfered with. Has zone entry. Oh, slid it over to Keaton for a 1-T. I don't know if he missed it or got it and saved. Rampage up the outside. Pucked out of the zone and carried in offside. That'll be a neutral zone face-off.
Yeah, beauty look there from Liam over to Keaton, and just got the word from our stats guy up top that he healed that one just over into the corner, so just missed that one, but absolute beauty look on that.
Thinking the game the right way. Blake and Connor Hilly come on the backside. Liam comes out with it. Gets it over to Blake. Blake shot up, glove save down. Rampage playing it up the hash, sends it to the middle. They get it cleared. Irvin's there, chips it forward. Gets it back, punches it forward as we're looking for changes. Trevor now on. Trevor in on the forecheck. Rampage sends it up the middle, has Landon. Landon to Trevor, back to Landon. Backhander. Puck was loose out front. Rampage able to clear it. Sends it high to Connor Hilly. Connor Hilly has Landon. Landon has a seam. Backhand door. Oh, my God. Irvin. They're giving a goal now. Irvin had the 1-2 wide open net. Goalie got a late pad. Came back to Irvin, and he sent it home.
Yeah, great little save there on the first one there. And then Irv just gave him the little flip over the top, Donnie, like he was flipping a flapjack on a Sunday morning. And 3-1. Good job.
Maddox had absolutely no chance there. Made an excellent first save. No chance on the second one. And the P ride has risen.
Ride of Colorado Springs and Monument.
2 goals. Plus 1. Irvin has it. Daschel has the line. Turns fronts it forward. Mark and Daschel on the backside. Landon, Trevor, Irvin. Rampage sends it up the hash board. Daschel holds it. Gets through one. Gets it to Irv. Backhander. Rampage trying to come up the boards. Mark steps a hold. Landon now holds. Landon has a seam. Turns shot. Fired. Got a piece. Up and over. Rampage is able to chip it out. Trevor has it. Trevor through to Irvin. Irvin has zone. Turns, fires it in hard. Mark steps to hold. Puck comes out of the zone. Oh, shit. Looks like they're going to call a penalty on us just because they can. Again, good ankle on the puck. Puck comes up the middle. Puck's in up high. Rampage walked in. Net is empty. Shot fired and saved and frozen by E-Train. They're going to call interference on Daschel. I thought the puck was in the vicinity. Rules guy? Player didn't touch it, so the rule stands as an interference.
Graham always siding with the refs for some reason, but
it doesn't happen very often, but that's the way it's being seen and called on the ice. We'll go short-handed for 2 minutes here. Blake comes through, working off the boards. Blake and Jack on the back. We have Miller and Sammy on up front. Good stick by Miller, and then he got leveled, no call. That could have been interference just the same. Rules guy, no answer.
Could have been, Donnie.
That call.
Could have been.
Rampage has zone entry. Outside. Sends all the way to the corner. Blake gets it up to Miller. Miller's going to get out of the zone. He's got Sammy going with him. Miller gets zone entry. Shot blocked. Miller sticks with it. Forcing Rampage to regroup back behind the net. They come up the middle. They finally have neutral zone. They're going to get zone entry. Not before they have guys on them. Connor Hilly defending up the half boards. Landon's able to easily clear it up and out and down. Sammy changes for Irvin. Irvin now on. Rampage has neutral zone. Try to send it cross off Irvin's skate. Gets back to Rampage. Sent in deep. Connor Hilly is able to turn. Funky bounce. Rampage able to hold it. Good stick there by Irvin. Rampage working off the hash. Landon comes in to support. Landon, Blake, Irvin down there. Landon ties this guy up. He's going to get that backhand up and out. 30 seconds here. Rampage regrouping in their defensive zone. Oh, too many. Yep.
132 guys on the ice, Donnie. They also forgot to
get on the ice and played it. The guys were clearing. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
Replay shows too many.
Looks like they're going to have a conversation about this one. My guess is Graham sides with whatever the call was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many men here, Donnie. So Graham was wrong again, and we were right.
Feels so good to be right, but sometimes it feels good to be on the right side of wrong.
That it does. That it does. We're going to go 4 on 4 here for 25 seconds, Donnie, and then
4 on 4
and a minute 35.
Power play. What the heck? Let's go get a 4v4 going. We'll get Daschel on the ice right out of the box, come to the power play. Miller, Trevor, Landon, Irvin. Puts one back, Irvin. Irvin has Trevor. Trevor slides it to Miller. Miller working off the hash. Miller got stick checked on the seam. Rampage able to get it. Now they're going to have zone cleared. They're going to get zone entry. Shot up and over the net. We are now 10 seconds here. Trevor has zone entry. Working to the outside. We're now in a power play. Irvin battling, gets it back deep into the corner. Trevor working there. Slides it back behind the net. Miller picks it up. Miller trying to get it over to Landon. Rampage with a good stick. Landon has Dashel. Dashel gets through, backhander, looking for Trevor at front. Trevor has it. Back behind the net to Irv. Landon with the 1-2. Miller has it. Miller turns, shot, fire, saved back out to the corner. Miller working off the hash. Cross pass to Landon. Landon down to Irvin. Irvin to Miller. Bounce out of the zone. Ref in the way. Ref's in the way. Dashel comes off with it. He's got Landon. Landon and Dashel. Landon kills out. Looking to get it set up. Cross pass to Mark. Mark's shot back behind the net. Puck goes at net front. Rampage has it. Try to clear it up and out. Landon steps to hold. Landon out of the corner. Landon has Dashel. Dashel walks. Has a lane. Turns shot. Deflected wide. Comes over to Landon. Landon picks it up. Landon has a seam. Slides it through the backside. Has Mark. 5 seconds left. Mark has it. Turns shot. Fired. Post out. Puck comes up high. Up and out. All the way down. That's going to do it. We're now even with 1 minute left. Dashel back behind the net. Dashel out front. Splits two. Opposite side. Rampage is able to clear it. Rampage gets zone entry. Dashel has it. Back behind the net. Chips it forward. Garrett has it. Garrett slides it to Sammy. Bouncing off of Sammy's stick, but he gets zone entry. Pokes puck by. Ridiculous board play. Puck sent all the way through the opposite side. Parker bodies this guy off. Rampage shoot. Block out front. Good net front tie-up. Puck is cleared. Rampage skin trying to chip it forward. Mark picks it up. Parker has it. Parker turns, fires it. Top corner. Goalie got a piece of that. That was dangerous. Puck sent up the half boards. Nice try. Puck's cleared. Blake has it. That's going to do it. We're going to head into the third period. 3-1 favor of the good guys.
Holy smokes, Donnie. They're begging for too many. We only had 3 guys on the ice, and we haven't even gotten our 4th on. But
negative 1 in a row for the peanut gallery.
Looking for the same call coming the other way, but a couple scary opportunities in the offensive zone for Rampage there. Has had a couple guys loose and unable to connect on the puck, so got to clean that up going into the final 17 here, Donnie, but good guys up 3-1.
Feel like the way the power play's been going tonight, if we get another one, we just got to work on getting quicker shots on net and getting traffic to net front.
Yeah, I'd love to see those pucks come off of the sticks quickly. Don't think, just shoot, you know?
Blake Jack on the backside. Looks like Miller, Parker, Sammy on up front, and I would tell you, the ice has been acting funny. It's been slow and weird, bouncing pucks all over the place.
Well, it's nice, Donnie. It's unpredictable, you know?
Unless it's sitting in the bottom of my bourbon glass.
Hey. Soon enough, Donnie, you'll pack up, you'll head home, pour yourself 2-3 fingers on a nice cube, and good night, sir.
Good night and goodbye. Miller in for the draw. 17 minutes up. Puck's finally now. Sim skates, punch forward. Parker's working there. Blake comes through, punches it forward. He's trying to stick with it. Rampage working out of the corner. Good stick, though. Puck's on the seam. Rampage able to clear up and out, and they get behind us. Shot up and over the net again. We cannot allow that to happen. Puck up the hash. Rampage holds on the slot. Shot fire blocked. Puck got by Parker, sent up and out and down as he was looking for Miller's streak and just missed icing.
Donnie, I just picture you getting home. Sarah's got the fire on. You go upstairs, get your robe on. Got the slippers coming fresh out of the microwave, and have a nice little Saturday night, eh?
Let's cuddle in.
Cuddle in, eh?
Snuggle time.
Man.
Hey, we might go to the hot tub for round 2. We got in there last night, and it was a thing of beauty.
Donnie, this is a PG show, okay?
Dazzle out of the corner, pokes it forward, gets sent to the opposite side. Keaton sends it up the hash, but turns over, stands his guy up. Keaton working out of the corner with Mark and Garrett. Pucks in up high, up and out off Rampage. Garrett's in on the forecheck. Keaton and Liam coming in to support. Rampage back behind the net. They slide it forward. They get zone entry, come through the middle. Daschel picks that up. He's got Garrett going with him. Diving play by Rampage, sends it into the corner. Daschel picks it up back behind the net, slides it up to Mark. Mark turned, shot got deflected to the opposite corner. Keaton picks that up, had it come off his stick. Daschel's able to hold the zone.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? We call offside.
High stick?
What? High stick on whom? Wow.
Even Liam's wondering.
Wow,
what's going on
no late whistle after. This, I mean, you don't like to say it, but this seems like
I didn't see it.
that's a little homer call, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Penalty kill.
Husband of Marge right there.
Daschel and Mark on the backside. We have Trevor and Irvin on up front. Pucks in dots. Rampage has it high. Sends it over. Looking for some time and space. Shot deflected. Good job Mark tying his guy up. Mark's able to clear up but not out. Rampage has it. Daschel has it. Able to clear up and out and down. Rampage having to go the full 200. Trevor's in hard though. Goalie created a screen for their own player initially. Rampage now is going to get zone entry. Blake now on the backside with Connor Hilly. Blake up the hash, had Irv. Irv pokes it forward. We have a 2-on-1 here. Irv and Trev. Irv. Oh! Irv would like to have that one back. Tic-tac-toe. 1T didn't get all of it. Glove save.
Nice little glove flash there by 32 on Rampage. As Pride of Colorado Springs was going for the Hattie on that one, but
Irvin's going to the box now. What for what?
he went in for going late. I agree, Donnie. I thought there was a rebound coming off of that one, but they're going to call him for going late. So
wow,
the father of Bart again here on this one, as the T-Birds are going to go on a 5-on-3 penalty
slash. Wow. Okay.
So minute 20.
Okay.
Donnie. Minute 20. Donnie. Slashing.
These guys getting paid a little bit extra here down here apparently by the white and blue. 5-on-3. So we have Miller, Connor Hilly, and Blake. Rampage out. Sends it high. Looking for space up high. Good 6 in lane. Shot up and over the net. Missed completely. Blake applying some pressure here down in the corner and back behind the net. Rampage trying to work there. Nowhere to go. Blake blocks it. Clears his guy. Miller with a good stick initially. Rampage playing off the boards. Blake has it. Is able to clear it up. Got stick down. Not cleared. Rampage holds. Sends it back behind the net. They'll work there. Rampage shot box. Rampage picks it back up. Trying to come to the hash. Has time and space. Shot deflected up and over the net. Miller trying to slide it out, but Rampage gets it right back. Rampage shot whiffed. Gets it right back. That's a 5-on-3 power play goal. Ethan completely screened, and I saw what the shooter was looking at. No chance.
I agree. Donnie is completely screened on that one. Didn't see it, and that one goes in the back of the net. And did they get that 5-on-3 before it expired? Correct. So another minute of power play here. As we got a 3-2 ball game here, Donnie, with 13:57 left.
So Lane and Sammy, Mark and Daschel. Puck's down. Sammy comes through. Sammy chips it in deep. Landon's going in the forecheck. Rampage coming up the outside. Cross pass. They get zone entry. Looking to get to the outside. Trying to go off the hash. Not much space. Send it high. Lost an edge. Puck's out of the zone. They send it cross pass. Landon almost intercepts it. Puck sent in deep. Weird bounce. Jassel has it. Again sends it up off the hash. That weird bounce. Mark intercepts in front. Mark's through. We have a 2-on-1. Mark turns shot fired hard up and over the net. Puck's out. Chip forward. Jassel defending back again. They're going to call another penalty on Landon. That's going to be on Landon. And Ryan is going ballistic.
Coach Seavey not happy with that call either, just as we are not, as Landon gets called for the hook with 7 seconds remaining here. So they'll have 5-on-3 with 7 seconds, and we got to find a way to keep out of the box here, Donnie.
Well, obviously we're playing against two teams right now. We'll go back into a 5-on-3 for 7 seconds, then we'll get Irv back. Miller, Jack, Blake. Puck's down. Miller comes through with it. Has space. He flies through. Got stick check. Taken down. Oh, no call. Irvin's now out. Rampage has it in zone. Loses an edge. Pokes it through. Blake has it. Bumps it through to looking for Miller. Miller is coming off. Rampage from back behind their net. Trevor's on. Rampage coming up the middle. Get the outside. Slide it in. Chipped in. Jack's going to be there. Jack hard up and out. All the way down. Irvin's going in to apply some forecheck. Rampage goalie sends it up the opposite hash. They bump it in. Jack picks it up. Clears it. Nope, he doesn't. It's blocked in the zone by Rampage. They have it on the slot. Shot fired up and right back to the middle of the ice. Trevor's working there. Had it come off his stick. Rampage picks it up, sends it up and out. Rampage coming through the middle. They get zone entry now. Get through the middle. Shot fired, saved by Mark and gobbled up.
Good save there by Ethan Donnie as he walked through our couple defensemen on that side. Got a wide open look on that, but able to stifle that one. But 45 seconds left here, Donnie, in this one. We got to kill this off.
Jassel comes back on the side. Mark is on. Sammy and Garrett. Sammy in for the draw. Rampage has it. They send it out, though. Cross pass. Regrouping here in the neutral zone. They get zone entry. Send it in deep. Dashel's back. Dashel comes out with it. Dashel clears it up and out and down. Rampage playing from back behind their net. Garrett's coming in to cut the ice in half. Good stick by Garrett. Rampage gets it in. Shot deflected to the opposite hash. Rampage playing off the hash. Sends it back behind the net. Tried to send it at net front. Dashel has it. Clears it up and out and down. They wave off icing. We're now even. Puts in up the outside. Dashel has it. Was looking for Landon out of the box. Puck still in the zone. Now it's out. Rampage picks it up. Tries to chip it off the half boards. Shut down there. Dashel has it. Coming on the opposite way. Dashel's going to get zone entry. Dashel turns out of it. Has Landon. Landon slides it through. A chip through by Parker. Parker over to Keaton. Keaton working out of the corner. Turns it over. Rampage loses it. Landon working out of the corner. Landon slides through to Keaton. Puck comes up the middle. Dashel back on retrieval. Blake's on. Dashel has the back of the net. Hard off the boards. That Parker bumps it through to Keaton. Dashel Keaton. Oh, backhand miss. Landon forces a turnover. Slides it through to Parker. Parker's shot deflected back behind the net. Keeps still working there. Got taken down. Parker comes through, trying to work hard. 3-on-1 down there. Connor Hilly holds his own, turns, fires it, gets it right back. Turn shot blocked. Blake holds his own. Blake chips it through, working off the hash. Blake has the back of the net. Leaves it for Landon. Landon had Garrett streaking through. Garrett gets it right back. Looking for time, comes up to Parker. Parker's in around one. Turn shot fired off the side of the net. Garrett has it. Garrett one time to Parker, 1T. Landon picks it right back up, back behind the net. Parker again, turn shot, deflected wide. Garrett picks it up. Garrett has Connor Hilly. Connor sends it right back down behind the net. Landon's working there. Rampage tried to clear it. Connor Hilly's working to hold his own, does. Turn shot far, pucks loose out far, and now brought in by the goalie. Really good pressure by these guys.
Great shift there from the boys, Donnie. Ton of pressure on that side. Cycling the puck and shooting gallery up front, but just missed the nest on a couple opportunities there. But all started with Keaton getting through, breaking loose, and just couldn't corral that puck in onto his stick. But still got a nice little backhander that just sailed the air wide.
So Connor Hilly and Blake on the backside. We have Miller, Garrett, and Liam on up front. Sorry, guys. Hang in there. Puck's out of the corner. Garrett turn shot fire, saved and frozen.
Time to go, Donnie. 8:54 left here. The boys behind us are buzzing, rooting for the T-Birds. Give them what they want.
Miller in for the draw. Rampage comes out with it again, just looking to stretch. They get the line, send it back on the cross pass. Good job by Connor Hill. He stands his guy up. Miller comes through with it. Chips it up, but not out. Blake has it. Gets it to Miller. Miller's going to get zone entry. Miller gets in around one. Got tripped. No call. Rampage comes out with it, looking for those cross stretch passes. They miss. That's going to be an icing and an offensive zone faceoff.
One in a row, Donnie. They got that one right, but still looking for that long stretch pass. Get this thing tied up. Doing a good job defensively, staying back and keeping an eye on that guy as he tries to spring loose.
Mark and Dassel on the backside. Landon, Irvin, and Trevor on up front. Landon in for the draw. Rampage comes out with it. Dassel stick check, pokes it forward. Rampage gets it right back. Turn, shot, fire, gobbled by E-Train. Going to try and come and get on our goalie. You're going to get the business, and Dassel wasn't having any part of that.
No, he is not. Good job corralling that shot in. No rebound on that. Dassel taking care of business up front.
Puck's down and shipped forward. Trevor punches it forward to Irv. Irv back to Trev. Trev shot, blocked, save. Rampage sends it up and out. Dassel has it. Dassel turn shot, fire, glove save. Kicked out by Rampage. Irvin, though, applying pressure. Causes a turnover down there. He's working there with Trevor and Landon. Landon has Trevor. Trevor looking for space, has Dassel. Dassel walks, shot, deflected up and out of play. That'll be an offensive zone faceoff.
Big Irv getting his pound of flesh over here. Nice little hit in the corner there, but doing a good job getting the puck off the boards and getting good shots from outside. As leading shots 38-19 so far, Donnie, and we just got to find one in the back of the net.
Laying it in. One back. Irvin sends it deep to the corner. Rampage is going to try and clear it hard up the hash. Dassel steps to hold, has Trevor on the hash. Turn shot fire, late pad save. Sent to the hash. Landon chips it up to Dassel. Puck's out of his own. No high hands there. They're calling offside. They called Miller for high hands earlier. Puck sent right up the middle and through. They're going to roll a tip. Mark back on retrieval. Sends it to the opposite side. Puck bounced out. Landon picks it up. Can't chip it out. slides it through. Mark comes through. Has outside. He's got speed. He's got zone. Out front. Trevor goes there. Going to be an offensive zone face-off.
Great job, drive there by Mark, number 27. Hopefully it looks like Cortland Sutton tomorrow running up the sidelines, but had a head of steam. Tried to sneak that one in just between the bar and the pads, but unable to do so, but good drive.
Miller, Sammy Parker. Parker chips it up to Jack. Jack and Blake on the backside. Rampage has it. Tried to send across. Blake gloves it down. Zone's clear. Shot deflected up and out of play. That'll be another offensive zone faceoff.
Chance for a three for one here, Donnie, as we haven't seen one for a minute. Bound to call it here.
Bouncing puck. Rampage comes out with it, sends it back behind the net. They're trying to regroup there. They're able to chip it up. They get it through on net. Ethan just stops to save it. Blake rode his guy all the way back into the zone, which is what we have to do, but that'll be a defensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, just cover that one up. Donnie, take the face off in the corner.
Rampage clears it out on their own. Sammy applying some pressure. Parker and Miller hold his own. Miller has it. Third shot, fire. Lake that save to the far corner. Rampage playing there. Sammy is applying pressure. Mills comes in, steals it. Mills has space. Got through one. Third shot blocked to the outside. Jack steps to hold. Can't. Rampage clears it up and out. That's going to be an icing. And another offensive zone faceoff.
Kiddos behind us, Donnie, they're trying to get on camera. They're up there just trying to drop gritties, etc. So might just have to flip it around and get them on camera, you know.
There it is. Garrett, Keaton Parker, Jack and Blake. Garrett wins it back. It's over to Jack. Jack gets it to Blake. Blake turns out fire, saved out to the corner. Garrett and Liam working there. Garrett comes out with it. Keaton steps. He's got it. He's got the seam. Turn shot, fire off the post and out. Another one. Rampage's taking the back of the net. Good angle by Liam. Blake stands him up here just inside the blue line. Rampage turns, sends it in deep. Jack's going to go there, playing out of the corner. Chips it up and out. Rampage skates it back in. Garrett slides it to Jack. Jack has Liam. Liam's getting held. No call. Blake in to try and hold the zone. Rampage has it back there. Sends it up high. Garrett was covering for D. Irvin comes in to help support. Garrett wins that battle. Slides it through the middle. Comes up high. Dassel kicks it up. Dassel off the blue line. Dassel has Blake. Blake slides it over to Irvin. Irvin off the skate, turns out fire, deflected short and wide. Rampage up the half boards. Tried to chip it out. Blake gloves it down, holds his own, sends it back behind the net. Trevor around one. Rampage sticks it away. Rampage up and out and down. That'll be an icing. And an offensive zone face-off. Again, good pressure. Just Maddox is having a game.
He's playing well, Donnie, as we got 43 shots here, only able to tuck in 3, but we've also hit 8 posts, Donnie, and got to find a little luck on that side of things, but doing a good job keeping us out of the net.
Mark and Dassel on the backside. We have Landon, Trevor, and Irvin on up front. Trevor working out of the corner.
That's a check.
Taken back from behind. Back ref is going to call it. The guy looking right at it didn't call it at all. Irvin doesn't like it at all. Thunderbirds are going to be going on the power play.
I'm going to give the assist to Mike, who looks like he's watching the game from back over there, raised his hand up, and the guy from outside the blue line makes the call, as even though we had 3 guys in the zone, Donnie, but 1 in a row, as the T-Birds are going to go on the power play. And Cheryl power play, 4:06 remaining.
Trevor, Landon, Irvin, Dashel, Miller. Puck's down. It's 1 back. Dashel has it. Dashel slides it through to Miller. Miller had Landon. Landon got hooked, hit from behind. Ooh, trying to slide it through to Dashel, comes all the way down. Ethan comes out, sends it back behind the net for Miller. Miller sends it back behind the net. Dashel picks that up. Ice is slow. Dashel up the outside. Dashel gets zone entry. Dashel has the back of the net. Leaves it for Landon. Landon off the seam. Trying to slide it through to Irvin. Landon and Irvin work in there. Gets up to Dashel. Dashel walks. Dashel turns shot fire. Lake Pad save out to the corner. Landon has it. Landon has a seam. Gets it right back to Dashel. Dashel has Miller. Miller to Landon. Pulls crossbar out.
Well, Donnie, count that as number 10 or 11 posts we've hit today, as that goes crossbar up, and we've said it before. Landon gets that look. I saw it go on the stick, and maybe it's my bad, as I was like, that's a goal. I'll quit saying that in my head before he shoots.
Puck movement. You can't do any better than that. Garrett comes out with it. We got Parker, Garrett, Sammy, Mark, and Blake. Mark working tall, got angled off. Rampage able to clear it. Blake back here on retrieval. Blake has the back of the net. He'll come up the outside. Easy zone exit. He'll get zone entry easily as well. Blake takes the back of the net, slides it up to Sammy. Sammy looking for space. Sammy just battling on the boards, stuck with it. Parker has it, turn shot fired. Rampage able to get it. They're able to clear it again off the stick, up and out and down. Blake's going to pick that up. 10 seconds left here. We have time. Miss Sammy coming through. That's going to be an icing. We had all the steam.
Had it all going there, Donnie, and just missed that pass coming through, but 8 seconds left to go in the power play. 2:14 left to go in the third period.
So 8 seconds here. Puck's one forward. It's in skates. Gets sent in deep. We're going to be back to even. Landon from back behind the net. Shakes one. Coming right up the middle. He's going to get zone entry to the outside. He's going to walk the back of the net. Does. Has Dashel. Dashel turns shot fired, deflected up and over the net. Rampage trying to clear the back of it. Sends it up the half boards. Comes funky bounce right up the middle. Dashel has it, slides it through off the boards. Puck sent up and in. Rampage, 2-on-1, chips it up and over the net. Irvin battling down here in the corner. Puck comes up. It's poked out by Trevor. Mark's trying to join. Trevor gets through one, turns shot, deflected by Rampage, stick up and over. Mark has it, sends it back behind the net. Irvin's there. Irvin had Blake coming through. Just missed. Again, Rampage has zone clear. Trevor sends a cross ice pass, has Mark. Mark chips it off the half boards looking for Blake. Rampage out, and Landon has it right back. Bumps off the half board looking for Parker coming through. Parker shot fire, puck's loose out front, now frozen. So that'll be an offensive zone face-off with 57.5 here left in the contest.
Donnie, if Rampage can get it in our zone here, I fully expect them to pull the goalie on this. It looks like they're going to take a timeout here. But we had a couple defensemen jump up into the play on that side of things in a one-goal game, Donnie. We got to stay home.
That was about 8 degrees too sharp from finding the back of the net and tying this game on that little chip there. Batten down the hatches and let's get into tomorrow and reset.
I agree, Donnie. You had your protractor out there measuring the angles on that one, bisecting them, figure out that 8 degrees, but I agree with your math. That was too close.
Too close for comfort.
Excited for tomorrow, though, Donnie. Got to get through this last 58 seconds, but big Broncos game. Mr. Maida, send us already pictures of his meat on the smoker. He's got 38 pounds of pulled pork for the tailgate. You got a nice little mop sauce coming through, too, right? A little mop sauce on the menu.
Slippery, sloppy, and spicy.
Oof.
There's going to be tons of vittles to be had, that's for sure, along with some camaraderie as we look to build the spirit as we head into the game, 2 games tomorrow. Blake Connor Hilly on the backside, Miller, Sammy, and Parker on up front. Skated forward, Rampage picks it up. Looking for stretch passes, sent right up the middle. Goalie's not yet pulled, Blake has it. Puck is cleared up and out. Rampage trying to get it. Miller causes a turnover here. He's just looking to kill time. Smart. Miller chips across ice, has Blake. Deep. Blake chips it in. Parker in. Prime pressure there. Rampage back behind their net, trying to send it up. Blake holds, sends it in deep. Rampage clears it up and out. Gloved down by Connor Hilly. Turned over right out front, though. E-Train comes out. Puck still loose out front. Puck still loose. Puck is not yet cleared. 9 seconds, empty net. Puck's loose out to the hash. 5 seconds left. Puck's out in the corner. That's where it's going to die. This game's going to be done, and that was too close for comfort.
Holy smokes, Donnie. Whew. No words there as they sprung loose, had a little weave on us there, and the puck came through. Lucky bounce, came right to the front, but E-Train stands tall, makes that last save on that side of things, and then a couple block shots to kill this off. But Birds come out 3-2, live to see another day. We'll be back here tomorrow.
I know the boys aren't going to be happy about the way this one finished, but we got to find a way to actually finish strong and find the back of the net and play the way we know how tomorrow on home ice. For now, you all stay warm, stay safe, snuggle, cuddle, tuggle, whatever you got to do. It's Don Jaramillo with my partner,
Nate Christensen.
Thunderbird Hockey, tuning over and out.